The story begins with the whole village enveloped the blazing fire. It seemed that everything burned out. The little boy could not get out of the rubble. He looked after his relatives, begging dad and mom with a sister not to leave him here, but they moved away from him, as if they had not heard. He continued to strictly ask his parents to return, saying that he did not want to die. They continued to go in the opposite direction from him. Suddenly, a broken structure was shaken, and the fire began to get closer to it. At that moment, he literally woke up then, realizing that it was a dream. He exhaled with relief, after which he began to look around, wipe the tears, and finally making sure that nothing threatens him. He noticed that the same dream, he has been tormented for quite some time. At this time, his teacher descended to him, literally appearing from nowhere. The master noted that he had passed 16 years since the moment he pulled him out from under the rubble due to an earthquake, and he, in turn, cannot forget this. The guy said that he understands how important it is to concentrate on cultivation. In order to eventually become immortal, the master replied that he needed to meet a face-to-face since he cannot let her go. He urged the guy to go down the mountain and cut all the threads connecting him with the outside world, assuming that such a path would be true for him, and gave him a letter with a train ticket. Thus, our hero returned to his former world and was already in anticipation of a meeting with his family. He went with a duffel bag in the compartment and checked his place in the ticket, but someone had already taken it. Thinking that he had confused, once again checked the ticket in the place. It turned out the stranger sat out in its place. His neighbor was a young girl, whom he began to carefully examine. After some time, they looked at each other. The girl did not understand why he was looking at her like that. For some time, they looked at each other in bewilderment. Such an incomprehensible situation acted on her nerves. The guy looked at the ticket several times. Then she still asked him why she was doing himself so strangely. In response, the guy showed his ticket. Having said that she was sitting in his 13th place, she immediately found her ticket. But the 14th place was indicated there. Then they sat down on their beds, and an awkward silence came. Suddenly, the girl wanted to meet him, introducing herself to Joe Jiazi, saying that they were neighbors for the next 10 hours. He answered quite reluctantly that his name was Lan Fan. Jiazi outraged that he did not pay attention to her appearance. After all, she considered herself a beauty. At that time, Len drew attention to her face, and he reached out closer to her as if he saw something incomprehensible. She was surprised. He removed her curl of hair with his hand and continued to peer. Jiazi asked what he was doing. Fan replied that her acupuncture point between the eyebrows blackened, which was a sign of bad luck. What was literally infuriated, Zhou sharply removed his hand and stated that the meeting with him was the worst that happened to her. After some time, an unknown guy drew attention to Jiazi. He smiled, realizing that the trip would not be as